Hi guys, if you watched the recent videos you know I've been really enjoying flying the Foxeer Predator V1 and I've really liked it. The conditions I've been flying in recently are really sunny conditions, which is unusual in the UK, and I really wondered how it would handle flat, grey, cloudy British conditions, the kind of conditions which in the past using the Monster and the Eagle V1 and the Sparrow have really killed Cmos for me, because Cmos tends to be really good if it's bright and sunny or sunset, etc., and really bad on a really flat, miserable day. And I've always struggled to see on those cameras. And the Predator, as I said, flying on sunny days via in and out of shadow or through trees has really blown me away. Its transitions are seamless, and you can always see what you're doing. You don't get that sort of horrible, oh I can see great, oh no I can't see anything, oh I can see great, oh no I can't see anything. It gives you a really kind of flat image which stays the same whatever you're doing, and it makes it really easy to pick out scraggle and fly through branches, etc. So I got the Predator V2 and I thought I'd do a quick video because this is the first grim cloudy day that I've had with these cameras, and I've rigged them up just to my little HM micro DVR, and I thought I'd just have a quick wander around my garden and see what they look like on stock settings. So if we dive into the video, the first image is the Predator V1, and the image the Predator gives you sort of is quite a flat image, and as I said, these are really disgustingly horrible grey conditions today, and it's still having no problem picking out sort of details. This is a dark shadow area, and as you can see flipping around, you can really just see everything that you need to do at all times. It doesn't really seem to have a particular weakness. The blue tinge that everybody talks about, I haven't really sort of noticed in a massive way. What it tends to do is basically just give you really sort of deep, they are bluish tinge colours, but if you fly around trees, etc., like I do, it makes the trees a really sort of deep green colour, which I really like. And in the garage here, it's really dark, and I can see far more with this camera than I could do with the human eye. Certainly up into the rafters there, you really can't see much at all with the human eye. And if you spin around and then go from dark to light, you can see it really doesn't have sort of any noticeable issues. Now this is the Predator V2, and my instant reaction is it's far brighter on stock settings than the V1. Everything is far more colourful. The greens are much more poppy. The saturation on stock settings seems to be much higher than on the Predator V1. And again, it's having no trouble picking out all of the details. And again, if you go into the shadow area, no real issues picking up those details either. The whole image just seems warmer, so they've clearly got rid of the blue tinge, but it still appears to retain its light handling and sort of all-seeing eye, as people keep mentioning. Issues picking up the light from that one bulb. No issues picking out the details of my very messy workbench and up into the rafters. And again, no issues transitioning from dark to light. So my kind of verdict would at this stage is that the V2 is a lot nicer of an image than the V1. My slight concern is, I think the reason why the V1 was so good is because it really flattened the image and allowed you to see not so much prettiness of a tree, etc., but allowed you to see all the details, all of the sort of solid details of the object, and thus give you an easier path through scraggle, etc. The fact that the V2 shows so much sort of more light and colour, etc. I wonder how it's going to be in those sort of sunny, dappled conditions when you're flying in and out of dark areas. And obviously, I'll update the notes as I fly these cameras, just with my overall opinion on them. The last bit is just my current settings, which I did out of curiosity. As I said, these were given to me by a flying buddy, and he designed these settings just so he could see in any conditions. So rather than faffing with the camera settings, these are his preferred settings on the V1, which just allow him to adjust his goggle brightness, regardless of whether he's flying in at dusk or dawn, bright, dark, etc., etc. So anyway, hope that was useful. Early indications are the Predator V2 is a really good camera, and I'll update the notes as and when I fly it in the sunshine. Cheers guys, thanks, bye bye.